Equity work must be guided by the close examination of and understanding of how systems function in relationship to the needs of and inclusion of historically marginalized, underserved, and disproportionately impacted groups. Thus, the total cultural ecological system of the institution must be examined to determine how it operates and what it produces. The diagram provided, based on the research and scholarship of Dr. James Banks, considered the father of multicultural education, provides an analytical framework to examine areas for institutional reform in order to create and sustain an effective learning environment and employment environment that is responsive to and inclusive of diverse groups. This begins with examination of the power dynamics that exist within every tier of the system, within institutional norms, social structures, ideologies, beliefs and values, curriculum choice, employment practices, committee appointments, and equity funding expenditures, to name a few. All these things must be examined, challenged, and reconstructed. Currently, we are heavily focused on equity work within designated committees, within faculty work groups on equity, and in dialogue with specific colleagues. These are all examples of processes, and some of these processes will produce a product with a tangible outcome. However, our institutional outcomes must go beyond infrastructure and access to resources. Central to equity work is also a focus on praxis, and this means reflection and action. Actions aimed at improving pedagogy that is culturally responsive. This is a critical component of our work. This is where we must go and where equity work begins.